Hi guys! So it is time to do a plan with me in my big happy planner. I love this. I know I say it every single week, but I seriously just love this planner. It's so much fun to decorate and I'm having so much fun with it. And I'm super excited about this week's spread. So I've already cut everything out because I ramble on and take too long, so I don't want this video to be completely long, but I'll get to these in a minute. But I've cut out my papers because you guys know this is February. This begins February this week, and so I have cut out my papers, but I am going to be doing a Twilight inspired spread. I know it's kind of cheeseball, but I like Twilight. I read all the books first and then I started watching the movies. I'm not going to say that the movies always had the best acting in the entire world by some of the actors and actresses, but I really do love the movies and I feel like they just got better and better, so they did get better over time, so I really do like them. But I love the books, and so I know everybody in the world makes fun of Twilight, like there's so many parodies about it. I get it, but I still really love it. So I have these stickers to use. I'm also going to pull some other stickers. I think it's in this folder. You guys, I have all of these folders. I just did a sticker collection video, so if you saw that, then you know I have all these binders. But I think I just thought about this, I don't know, like last night when I couldn't sleep. I know, it's so crazy. That's when I like think of spreads and stuff like that, is when I like can't sleep and I'm just awake. But I did, and so I don't know, I think I'm going to pull some of these in as well and do some inking on them because I love these stickers for that reason. Like, they're just so pretty, and I think I'm going to ink them up a little bit, so we might play with some of those. Maybe a couple of these as well. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. So we're just going to get started, and I have this washi, and I also have this one. So I have these pulled, and I know I have some rose washi too, but I think I have so much rose going on, I don't want to have too much, you know? And somewhere is my glue stick that I misplace every single time. I think I have to get a new glue stick every single time I do anything. So let me grab one of those. So why I can only use a glue stick one time and then I have to get a new one because I lose it, I don't know, but it's a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and do this sidebar in the weekend part just because it's going to be easier for me to kind of see what I've got going on. And I know that I want to put them there, so I'm just going to go ahead and place those. And today is rainy. I'm a little bit chilly, to be honest. I don't know what I have the heater set to, but it's a little bit chilly in here to me. I know if I turned the heater up, I would be hot, but we have Jaren this weekend, and the boys are being surprised. I'm not going to say this out. I'm going to say it out loud, watch, and then they're not. They're going to be really loud, but they're being surprisingly good and quiet today. Killian is down for his nap, and I think he has fallen asleep finally. He was talking to himself, but he went down fairly easily. Sometimes he doesn't, and it's very stressful when he does me like that. Like when he screams and cries, it really bothers me. I hate that. There's nothing worse than like knowing that your kid is like, I don't know, it's just really sad. And I was like really scared as a child. Like, I was the only child for 7 years of my life, and so I was really scared, like a lot. I was scared to be by myself. I was scared of the dark. Like, I just didn't want to be by myself, and I had a lot of trouble like going to sleep and falling asleep and stuff like that when I was little. So I always feel like that's what's wrong with them, and it always makes me paranoid because I never want my kids to feel like that. It's the worst feeling ever. But I mean, I know it's kids are kids and they have to go through it, but it's still, I never want him to feel that way. So I always feel so bad if he's like crying and upset when he has to go to bed, because I don't want him to be feeling scared. So, and you know, we don't just run and go get our kids every time they sniffle or get upset about going to sleep, like they just have to go to sleep. But when he was younger, his doctor used to say, well, you're just going to have to do the cry it out method, whether you like it or not, because that's the only way you're ever going to get any rest. And so I had to do it, but not to a crazy extent. Like if they're crying in the middle of the night, I'm not just going to let them cry. But that's what he was talking about. He just wanted me to let him just cry through the night and cry it out until he fell back asleep, and I'm just not going to do that. I'm sorry. So if he wakes up from like a nightmare or whatever even now, like he'll be 2 in March, I still am going to go get him, because, you know, I always want him to know that I will be there for him if he needs me, and I feel like that's a need. I mean, if you have a horrible nightmare, even when I have a nightmare, after I wake up from the nightmare, I still like cuddle up close to Joshua, you know what I mean? Because I feel like, ooh, that was rough. Like, nightmares are no fun. So I feel like if you're 2, you kind of need your mom. It's okay to need your mom. But anyways, I don't think he has kids, so maybe he just doesn't have as much sympathy, and he's, you know, whatever. But I don't know why I got off on that, but every now and then he does wake up from like a bad dream, and I can tell he's a little shaken up, and so I go in there and I sing to him and we say a prayer, and then he goes back to sleep. But he used to not sleep, you guys, and I never ever got sleep. I mean, I was so exhausted. I would just sit up with him when he was a baby. I would just sit up with him and cry, because he had so many issues with his ears that he had earaches all the time, and they wouldn't go away. So he eventually had to have tubes in his ears. And then he finally started sleeping. But that was at like 18. Well, no, it was younger than that. It was like 13 months that he got tubes in his ears. So for the first 13 months, like he never slept. He could only sleep if he was in my arms, because it like the angle relieved the pressure and he would sleep. So I never slept. And then, I mean, I couldn't nap when he napped because I had Tristan, and I'm not just going to be sleeping the whole day while Tristan's awake. So I was just awake, and it was awful. It was so awful. I would just lay awake and just cry. It was terrible. Phew, things to be thankful for. I don't have to deal with that. Like, I have another one, and then I'll have to, hopefully they won't have issues like that, because Tristan was my sleeper. Like, he would wake up during the night, of course, like every normal baby, but then he started sleeping. He would just sleep. Okay, because this is Twilight and it's so much fun, I'm putting this on here as well. And this is, of course, blood, and it's so cute. I love it. I just think, like, me and Joshua like all those like vampire shows, and like we were really into Buffy. I know it's really cheesy, and it is, but I mean, you just kind of have to appreciate it for the time, you know what I mean? So we really loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, which was a spin-off of that, and we really like what else do we really like? We like True Blood, even though sometimes True Blood is a little raunchy for our taste, but we still, we liked True Blood. We liked, what else do we like? I'm trying to think. We really loved the show Supernatural, so it's kind of along that same vein or whatever. But we just like that kind of thing. It's just fun to watch. And anyways, so I like Twilight, and it gets on Joshua's nerves that they can like go out in the sun and they just sparkle. He's like, what? Are you kidding? That's kind of stupid. But I don't know. I like it. I think it's really fun. So anyways. And I just thought this was cute because I really love, even though I feel like sometimes it is a little bit corny, the way that they portrayed it in the movie. I didn't want it right there. The love that they have is really sweet and cute. And in the book, I feel like it goes into more depth, but of course, I mean, doesn't always. But anyways, okay. So there's that, and then I'm going to do my washi. I think I am going to do this at the top. And I can't get comfortable in this chair. I'm not comfortable. I don't feel comfy. And I had 3 washi cutters. I see one of them. But I had so many of them sitting up here, and I know Josh McKillian swiped my favorite one to use. I know he did. That quote said, "Be kind even on your bad days." I love that. But sorry, quote. I like you, but I'm going to cover you up anyway. Okay. I definitely am going to have to pull some thin washi. Oh no! Some thin washi because definitely got to cover up that green. Can't be having that green on here. That's not cute. So I will definitely have to cover that up. But I have been filming like clean with me, like speed clean videos, and I have been loving getting my house organized and cleaned up. I'm doing one room at a time, and I've been keeping my bedroom like so spotless after that. After I filmed that, I'm very proud of myself because it's not easy. My husband is, I swear, as messy as the children, and he drives me nuts. I think I told you guys, I don't think I've posted it yet, but I think it was in a vlog that I haven't posted, so hopefully you'll see that clip if I don't edit it out. But I was talking about my husband and how he changes clothes like 5,000 times. So when he gets home, when he gets home, he changes into like basketball shorts and a t-shirt and socks. Okay, he has to have socks. I'm like, why? Why do you have to have socks? I just don't understand. He has to have socks. Okay, then he eats and sits around for a minute. Well, then right before he goes to bed, he takes a shower, and I can't get this washi off. He takes a shower, and when he takes a shower, he of course changes into clean clothes to go to bed, and he puts on more socks. I mean, why? Why would the socks? This has a wrinkle in it. I don't think it's going to be too bad once I put my numbers down. I hope not, because I really don't want to waste it. He puts on more socks, clean socks, and whatever he's going to sleep in. What is going on with you? You're driving me nuts. It's just not wanting to cooperate. He puts on more clean socks and then whatever he's going to sleep in. And then, starts all over again. And I'm like, what in the world? So he doesn't sleep in socks. So right before he goes to bed, even though he just put the socks on when he took a shower, right before he goes to bed, he takes the socks off and leaves the socks. So when he first comes home, he has a pile of dirty clothes from when he changes into the first outfit or whatever. No, I'm not kidding. It's ridiculous. I'm not kidding. And then he has, so that pile is in the bedroom somewhere. So I have to kind of search for that pile. Then he has a pile in the bathroom where he takes his shower. So I have to get up that pile and another pair of socks. And then he leaves the pair of socks that he takes off when he goes to sleep by the bed because he doesn't sleep in the socks. I'm like, who does that? Like, am I the weird one? Do people change in multiple outfits and multiple socks? Or am I correct in thinking that it's a little weird and my husband's just odd? I mean, tell me, because I am so confused at why my husband has to change 50,000 times, especially 5 pairs of socks. Not really, but 3 pairs of socks a day? I mean, I have to wash these. I can't just put them away. Like, he'll know. Like, they all have to be washed again when he's had them on for like 10 minutes. It's crazy. I don't know. I've never seen anybody like that. And now the boys are being super duper loud. And I really hope they don't wake up their brother. So definitely gonna go tell him to be quiet. Okay, I told him to shush. There's Tristan digging a toy out of the closet. He's like, sorry, I had to find my mask. Boys, 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 boys. No, I just ripped it. I think I'm just gonna have to leave it crooked now because I ripped it. It's not too bad, but there's just a little bitty teeny piece of white right there that's driving me crazy, but that's okay. Look at that. Really, this is really sticky, but it's, I don't know. It's really sticky, but it's aggravating. I didn't know why she fixed the problems, did you? Oh, I hope they be quiet. I really don't want him to wake up before he's ready to, because it is not a fun time. When he wakes up before it's time for him to wake up is not fun. See how I like got it uneven? That's going to drive me nuts. But it won't be bad once I put it in there. It won't be as bad. But this washi is really thin, so it's beautiful, but it's really hard to work with, so that's okay. Once you lay it down, it's kind of there, especially with these, like, this paper that's really thin and easy to tear because of the holes in it. Okay, there we go. That wasn't catastrophic, so that's okay. Alright. Okay, and now I'm going to blind you because of the glare from the washi, but hopefully it won't be that bad. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and punch my holes, and I'm going to spare you the horrible noise. Okay, that's really pretty. So I'm liking that. And now I'm going to put some stickers on here. And it's so big. I want one, but I don't want it to cover up quite that much. Okay. Oh, I do need to put my thin washi down, and I did grab some while I was telling the boys to shush. I grabbed these. This one says with love. Okay. I like this one too. It's really pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Pretty. You can still kind of see the green now. So this is not made for a left-handed person. And yes, it's true, because you see I have to do this with my right hand, which is not how I like to do it, because I'm left-handed. I don't know, it's easier to pull it with my left hand. What do you need?
I need some wipes.
Okay. As soon as I do that, like, I know I need to put more down here. It's really pretty. Where are you? Okay. We definitely want that. Whoa. And then I want these. I have to trim that off. So where are my scissors? And I'm gonna go grab some ink. So I'm going to use some of these because they're so pretty. I think I'm gonna grab some. I think I'm going to grab some of this as well. And this one too. It's so pretty. Now it's all over me. Somehow a little flower got stuck on here. Alright, so there's that one. It's really pretty. Now what do I want? Stomach's growling. Oh no, I ripped it. They are being rather loud. Okay. Now, let's smooth these down. Where's my lid? Here it is. You give me wings. That one's pretty. Love you forever, love you for always is a bit appropriate for them, don't you think? And crooked. The story of us. Why, you guys, why am I incapable of putting a sticker down straight? I really am. It is just an impossibility. A night out. That's funny. Night's kind of their thing, right? This one says, kiss me. That's pretty. Oh no. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. I thought it was like individual letters, and I was about to say, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You think I can't get like a whole sticker down straight? Try giving me tiny little individual letters to go by. Definitely not. I kind of think that's all of these that I like. This one says you and me. It's kind of pretty. But our love is pretty. Like that one. Okay. there's that. And I'm trying to decide if that's all of the, if that is all of the lace that I want to use. I like this banner. It's really cute. I think this will just tear. Or not. Wow, definitely not. Okay, totally just tore that a little. My hands didn't tear what I was trying to tear. That's okay. Okay. And then lastly, I think I'm going to add, I don't really want this up here. So I think I'm going to add some of this washi. And then put like a sticker as well. Why do I keep losing my washi cutter? It's right in front of me. There's the other one. Hey guys, sorry, my camera overheated, so I had to go and let it cool down, and I got impatient, so while I was letting it cool off, I went ahead and I finished this little washi strips, and then I also inked around the boxes that I'm just going to be writing in with what happens every day. I use this as like a journal, and so that is going to be how it turns out, and the only thing left for me to do is add my numbers, which I'm going to use these. I had like a prettier script in like black sparkly alphas, but when I went to look for them, I must have already used them because they didn't have any, so I kind of wanted those, but these will do. And these are just like Dollar Tree ones. These are from the Dollar Tree, so they're cute. Alright guys, that is how it turned out. I like it. It's really pretty. Super excited about that. So let's stick it on in here. I still have to do my February monthly. I have to do my February monthly and almost all of my planners. So that will be next. So pretty. I really like how this idea turned out. I was just thinking about it and I was like, this could be fun. And so that is how it turned out. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will stick around and watch the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you, and I hope that you have a great day. Happy planning. Bye.